Apple and Android devices. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN Live anytime, any place. And the new shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
Who knew a little piece of plastic could be so much fun? Now, when you apply for the HSN card, instantly get $10 off. It's all about you. Extra flex on the things you love. Now, when you use your HSN card, you get extra flex all day, every day on all jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases. Plus, no interest VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com. It's Project Central around here. With just a little imagination, some of this, a bit of that. The possibilities are endless. Whether you're just getting started or you know your way around a glue gun, we have the supplies and ideas to help get it done. Say YES to DIY at HSN.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
We want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I want to say happy Easter and happy Resurrection Day to all of you. Of course, the big Easter weekend. Mike Mezak is our resident numismatist. He is a coin expert, believe it or not. That is his profession, and that is what he's done all his life.
It's
Mike,
a thing. I keep telling my kids, I promise you kids, it's a thing.
It's really a unique thing. And my name is Marlo. I'm your host, and we're going to dive right in because we'd like to share with you the last 30 years of the Indian head cents. And these are coins that range from 1880 to 1909, $199.95, 4 credit card payments of $49.99. And I love it when you don't wait for us. When you shop in advance, we can see some of the action that's happening here behind the scenes. But tell us about these, because I love to talk about the Indian head cents because so many people feel that they aren't coin collectors when in fact they are. And I think for a lot of our customers, a lot of them have gone through their change and kind of looked for Indian head cents at some point in their life.
Yeah, well, they probably stopped about 40 years ago. Well, that's when I stopped. But when I was a kid, that's what I did.
And me too. I remember growing up, and boy, if you were able to get one, you thought, man, I'm rich.
That's a big deal.
I'm rich.
Of all of the vintage coin sets that we sell here, this is probably, when I can get it, the most popular.
Why?
Well, I think it's so uniquely American. When you look at this, the Indian head cent is so distinctly American, with the Indian head on the front, and on the reverse, it's just very simple. It says 1 cent.
2018.
I understand, but I mean, there's the nostalgia part of this,
so
the Buffalo nickel, the Indian head cent, and all that. And I think, particularly people of my age, remember the Indian head cent. I mean, and so what we have here is the last 30 years. So they stopped making the Indian head cent in 1909, right here. Now, they started making it long before that, but in 1880, I'm going to give you the last 30 years of Indian head cents. Every single one of them in their own individual airtight holder, okay? And every single one, so 30 of them at $199. So basically, if you count in the box and the holders, $6 a coin. $6 a coin across the board is what you're looking at here. And that's why this is one of the most popular. Now, I wrote down from the nationally advertised catalog the prices that they charge for. Now, we do the last 10 years, and that's a relatively easy thing. We do the last 10 years, and those are usually $99, $79 for the last 10 years. For me to do the last 30 years at $199 is absolutely spectacular. Let me show you why. In terms of a coin-by-coin basis, and I went into one of the largest nationally advertised catalogs, The 1909, which, by the way, they spent most of their time making the Lincoln cent, $31.50 for the 1909. $31.50 for the 1909. But that's not the most impressive. Once you get up here to the first 10, like I said, it would be a challenge for you to find the first 10 coins for $199. Because in the nationally advertised catalog, we're looking at here, $18, $18, they didn't even list this one, $14.50, $31.50, $31.50, $11.75, $12.75, and this one they didn't even have. That's the first 10 years. So if I add that, that's 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, I mean, that's $180 and they're missing 2 coins. I'm $199 fully. As a matter of fact, the lowest price that they have for any one of these coins is $8.25. So if you took the single lowest price that they charge for any one of these coins, take $8.25 times 30, that's going to be, what, $257.50. Somewhere right around there with, you know, tax, title, license, box, individual airtight holders that you're going to have right here. Look at this, at 59 cents a piece. There's 30 of those. So you're about $25 in the packaging alone, folks. About $25 in the packaging alone. That's why I'm safe to say that it's $6 a coin across the board. Yet they range in price from $8.25 to $31.50, and there are multiple coins at $31. There's 3 of these coins that you're going to be able to find out there for $100 for 3 coins. I'm going to give you 30 coins. Now, the other great thing about this is a complete set from 1880. Every single year is there. The 85 and 86 particularly difficult to get, particularly the 86. And then you go down there, the 94, another difficult coin. They have that one listed at $21.25. So when you when you go through this and look at this, you know, you sense the value, you know the value. So if you look at this coin, so let's say you went to a garage sale and you saw this coin sitting there, right? And it was $6, just like this. You know, you'd pick it up, take it right to the front at $6. You know that that stands on its own. So when we're talking about, you know, what that looks like, there's that Indian head cent with that uniquely American front that you're going to have right there. And then you have the 1 cent on the reverse. In the direct fit airtight holder that you're going to have, this becomes now, I think, one of the great American collectibles, and you get 30 different dates. As a matter of fact, you get the last 30 different dates. I remember one of the first times I sold this was a couple years ago. I was with Callie, North Hagen. We were up here. And she just, as I'm selling it, you and I stand here and we kind of talk together and look at each other, and all of a sudden she just walked away. And I'm looking over there, and she gets her phone literally out of her purse and orders this set. And it was her very first HSN coin purchase. She says, that's the coin I remember. That's the coin that I want. That's the coin that's impressive and makes me a coin collector. That was the one that, as you talked about in the first hour, that was the one that piqued her interest. This is the one that reminded her of her youth, of her mother, of her father. She bought it for her son. It was just absolutely spectacular in terms of this. It's this transition of history.